Hello everybody, my creation of living friends. I'm gonna give a moment for some people to come and play with me. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. Oh my God, it's like a glorious summer day. It's cloudy and a little breezy and beautifully warm and like just gorgeous, like highlight of the summer kind of moment. Not too hot, not cold at all. Hey Zamara, hey Mark, hey Manuela, hi everybody. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this gorgeous summertime, my favorite time of the year. And I wanted to come and play with you guys. Hi Eva, how are y'all? I miss my European friends. I miss Europe. That's the one thing about this summer. I miss Europe. I was supposed to spend a lot of time in Europe this summer. But obviously not because I'm here. I'm a bad American. So that's okay. I like being a bad American. I'm a bad infinite being, actually. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the just boredom and creation and adding to our life and more. I'm starting a membership program tomorrow called More that has me looking a lot at this topic of what is it to ask for more? Like, how do you know? Like, how do you even know what to ask for when you know you desire more, but you don't even really know what that is? And one of the things that has come up in my world lately is I've been really bored. And I've been bored, and it's also been a lot of space that I've kind of misidentified as boredom too. But the energy of boredom has been kind of running through my world a bit lately. And with boredom, we have this question in Access Consciousness, what can I add to my life to create greater right away, And also, I think Dane did a video or a post or something today about, when you're bored, you need to basically ask for, ask what you need, a new ask. Like, your ask isn't actually big enough. And one of the things that I've been looking at a lot is like, okay, cool. So, I'm creating all these things and I have my business and I have the things that I do in my business. And now I'm so grateful because I have this amazing team of people that helps me with pretty much everything. And I don't have to do a lot of what I used to do. Zamara says the boredom of letting things later because of the pandemic. Yeah. And so it's sort of like the busyness that I used to have with my business. It's not there anymore. Like I'm facilitating and creating and, engaging with people. And that's basically my job now, which is really cool. Super grateful. I've been asking for that for a long time. And there's all this space, like when I'm not in like an intense facilitation cycle or whatever, there's a lot of space. And so I've just been looking at that and it's like, okay, so what, I enjoy having the space. And also there's this sense of if I really were to ask for a lot more, if I really were to make my ask way bigger and add to my life, what would that look like? And so I always look to what greater contribution to consciousness can I be? Because one of the things that goes on, I think, is there's things that we want to ask for in our lives. Like we want to ask for, the stuff that's fun to have, like the travel and the people and the beautiful experiences and the, whatever floats your boat and is fun for you. And I've been today looking at antiques and stuff for my house. And I'd love to do a big redo of my house and things like that. But none of that's really big enough for me. It's that would be fun. That would be beautiful, lovely. And yes, I'll create that. But it's also what really, for a lot of humanoids, what makes us really tick is this sense of something just that goes beyond us, and does beautifying your house or whatever contribute to the world, absolutely, in really non-linear ways. And it's like, I'm constantly just going, okay, so what else, like what else and what more? And it's not tangible. And that's the thing is, like, these days, the requests that we can be making, the asks that we can be making, given that we have totally jumped tracks to a completely different reality, it's like they're different, and as soon as you define something, you confine it. As soon as you give something definition, you actually limit what it can be. And I feel like for me, that has shown up more lately than ever. Like, just this sense of like, I don't really, like I was saying, like, I'm not really even sure what to ask for, because I don't want to define it, and it's like more and greater, And what's showing up for me is this like real sense of, okay, so living as the question is really kind of more sort of like a bigger choice for me these days than it ever has been before, because what's available to us with consciousness and with everything that's changing and everything that has changed, it's like it's something that we've never seen before. It's something that we've never, like, we don't have any reference points. Really, that's what it is. See, I can't even say it. Like, we don't have any reference points. They're gone. When you jump tracks, when it's like we're on this track, there's a particular past, there's a particular future. You jump tracks. The past on this track is a different past. The future is a different future. The past that we thought was our past doesn't actually exist anymore, And so how do we, like, sort of orient to that, or, like, and it's not even really about orienting, but it's like, how do we function with that? How do we create with that? How do we ask for more? How do we get out of the like, the past that no longer works, in case anybody's tried it. I mean, I've certainly had my share of trying it and being like, oh, right, that's dead, that's gone, So there's that, but also just a recognition of where we are as a world right now, where we are as a, like, movement of consciousness right now is so full of possibilities and so beyond this reality that it's nothing that we have any reference points for. So how do you create? Because it used to be that you could be like, I'd like to create this, and then you kind of had a sense of how to do it, and then you'd sort of do it, and it would, but now it's like creation's a different game. What we ask for is a different game, and it's all so very undefined, and so part of it for me has just been going, oh, right, it's about just asking questions, literally just going, okay, so what contribution to the earth can I be today? What communion with the earth can I be today? What future is available to us that we've never perceived before? What can I be and do different today to create a completely different future on planet Earth, And like, and the thing about these questions is when I'm like, and this is sort of a like access consciousness 101 conversation in a way, but I feel like I'm getting it, or like starting to get it in ways that I never have before. It's like, it is really just about asking the question and then going and like showing up for your life and living every day with a sense of joy, with a sense of adventure, with a sense of, I have no fucking idea who I am. I don't need to know who I am because I'm different today than I was yesterday. The past is gone, and just literally like being engaged with these questions, and then starting to just choose, and so for me, like one of the things today I was like, I want to do something really different today, so I made a reservation to go paddle boarding tonight. I've never done that. I've done it in other places. I've never done it here where I live, and started looking at like antiques online and starting like just looking at all these things that I like, doing things that I don't normally do, and like not from the computation of it, but just the sense of like, if I'd like to actually have a different future, I need to be asking these undefined questions and then just playing with it, like playing with the energies of, okay, so what's available right now? Like what can we choose right now? What can we ask for right now? What can we jump into right now? What can we be right now? And one of the things I did was, which I do all that I love doing, is go for a run up on my mountain right there. And I was listening to this Creating with Earth call that happened. It's a beautiful series that Access Consciousness is doing, absolutely stunning conversations about the earth and communion. And they were saying, Simone Milasas, who's one of the kind of main facilitators in Access Consciousness, and she was saying how she had a hysterectomy a few years ago, and she had this kind of plan, during her recovery. She was like, I'm going to watch every movie that I've never watched. I'm going to read every book that I've never read. And I'm going to really, dive into all this stuff that I've not had the time to do. And she said on the call that she ended up laying on their veranda for 2 months. I think it was a month or 2 months, literally just being with the trees and the birds, looking at the trees and being with the birds. And she said it gave her this sense of being with the earth in a way that she never ever has had before, and has really had ever since then. She created this and cultivated this space of communion with the earth and presence with the earth that had never been part of her reality before, and remains to this day part of her reality. And it was so touching for me. I almost cried when she was talking about it, because I was like, gosh, so often I love sitting on my lawn. I'm so happy to be here with you all. I wish you could just be here with me. I would make everybody cocktails, but just there are just things that I love to do that don't seem to have any value, really. And we have this idea that if we're going to change the world, if we're going to create something greater, that we have to be out there and writing books and doing this, and and that stuff is fun for me, and it's not fun for everybody, but it's such an old reality construct, that this is how I create greater in the world. This is how I'm a bigger contribution. This is how I create more, and it's and what if we really did value these moments of just where I'm oh, I love sitting on the grass, or with Simone just being yeah, I'm going to spend this 2 months staring at the trees, and acknowledge the contribution that is to the earth and to consciousness. Because how often do we allow ourselves to really be, and being kind of gets a bad rap sometimes, because a lot of times people think it's not about doing, but it is oftentimes very about, there's a lot of dynamic action with being, but it's we devalue these things that we do, that we love to choose, that are actually a huge contribution to the world and the planet and all of that. And it's what if we could really be choosing the beauty of our lives, be choosing those things that light us up, be choosing those things that we love to do, and be asking every day for just the more, the beyond this reality more, this okay, so what else can we create for the future? What else is possible beyond the pandemic reality? What else is possible for communion on planet Earth? What else is possible for a different financial reality on planet Earth? What else is possible for, what else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? And what if you just really lived that, what if you allowed even that simple question, what else is possible, to run in your world, to be alive in your world, and to be the question that you function from, while following what is just fun for you, and doing stuff you've never done before, choosing things you've never chosen before, creating in ways you've never created in before, recognizing that now's the time. Now's the time to really enjoy our lives and to have a great fucking time doing it. And yeah, there's a pandemic, and yeah, there's all this economic shit going on, and it's you know what? You being miserable or buying into it or being afraid or whatever, it's not going to make it better. You living a joyful life, you being vibrant and alive and engaged and enjoying your life, that is one of the greatest gifts to the world that you can be. So Would you be willing to choose that? Would you be willing to ask for that? And it shows up in so many different ways, like across the board in our lives. Like it can be, cooking a different meal, or like all these things that we don't think are valuable, but you engaged in the creation of living is such a gift to the world. Such a gift to the world. And it gets us beyond the sense of boredom and into the sense of engagement and like the joy of being alive, the joy of being on this planet right now, the joy of more, the joy of knowing that you can contribute to something so much greater in the world that has never existed before. And if our joy is not part of it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Joy has to be like front and center. It doesn't have to be, but let's let it be. Let's let joy, like the joy of living and the creation of living, be the thing that contributes to us and the thing that guides our choices and guides our days and guides what it is that we're up to. Because that allows the boredom to go bye-bye. And even if you're staring at the sky for an entire day, or you're staring at the trees or whatever, it's like you're engaged. You're like, and you're not judging it. You're not going, I'm not doing anything right now, but you're actually like, I'm here, I'm being, I'm receiving, I'm having a sense of communion with the earth, and the earth gets so happy when we do that. It's so happy when we do that. So that's it. And just please do remember that we have jump tracks, and there's a completely different reality right now. And if you function from the past, if you function from reference points, if you function from what was, it won't work anymore, and it's a great time to destroy and uncreate everything that was. Your business, your relationships, everything. Just every day, destroy and uncreate everything that yesterday was. Everything that you were yesterday, everything your business was yesterday, all of your relationships, your body, everything, the world. Just destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pock, pod, shorts, boys and beyonds, and you really do have sort of a fresh, clean slate every day. So we're going to start the more membership that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Starts tomorrow. So it's the Creation of Living Lounge. And it's a call a month with me, and it's 3 Facebook Lives a month and a private Facebook group. And it's called More. And I'm really excited for it. Like, it's just a really different exploration of more, like the incessant desire for more and the choice for more, with this creation of living energy that to me is all about hedonism and joy and beauty and the luxury of life and living and really having that. So that starts tomorrow morning. If you'd like to come and play, you can go to heathernichols.com/more if you would like to. It's $85 a month, and we have global pricing, and you can join and leave anytime. It's not a fixed thing, but come and play. Let's just have more every day. Every day. What would the world be like if we all just chose so much more every single day than we ever have before? That really excites me. So come and play. Thank you all for you. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye.